Hello, I'm Pafuying in Maple Grove. Here's a few of the stories making news today.
Here we have our service station area. All of our services are done away from the retail area and away from the public, so you've got a bit of privacy.
It's always a good day when there's economic hope.
The reaction has been so positive. We've been so grateful.
Especially when there's a global pandemic.
We are an efficient and effective facial bar.
Foundrie, a facial care business, recently expanded to the shops at Arbor Lakes in Maple Grove.
I have to attribute our expansion process to our staff is extremely dedicated and passionate, and our customers are so fantastic. They've been super loyal. During the time we had to shut down, they believed in us. They purchase products online.
Confident that the holiday season will bring more business, Henry says the first few days have already been a hit.
Through isolation, let's face it, you really come out needing self-care and needing that kind of physical touch and that moment of just peace.
Within walking distance from Foundrie, the owner of Grey Duck Games and Toys says he's also optimistic about the holiday season coming up.
The holiday surge has kind of already started. I'm seeing a lot of people coming in here and they're thinking about Christmas already, which is different than years past.
Jordan Lahr expects people will dodge the holiday rush by shopping early this year.
I'm actually seeing adults splurge for something that they wouldn't normally.
Even before the holiday months, Lahr says it's been tough to keep puzzles and board games on the shelves because more families are now home.
The I Am puzzles actually are really cool because they don't have a border. It's not like a square. It's actually the outline of the animal, and it would look exactly like that when you put it together.
He says people are realizing how board games can positively impact one's mental well-being.
If you can get your mind off of work or the internet for a whole day, that would be great.
In Maple Grove, Pafuying, CCX News.
If you're the best in your field and the best at what you do, maybe you're recognized with plaques or trophies, but in this case, the North Memorial Emergency Medical Training Center in Brooklyn Park is being renamed after a giant in the field of emergency medicine in Minnesota. Indeed, he has helped define what it means to be a paramedic in the state.
I got into this actually almost 50 years ago. Actually, when I finished medical school, I did a residency at Hennepin County Medical Center, and I was one of the first two residents to graduate in their emergency medicine program.
As the current senior medical director for the North Memorial Health Ambulance Service, Dr. Lilja has seen over half a century of innovation and progress in emergency medicine.
When I started, we did not have CT scanners. And I think if I think of anything, CT scanners really changed a lot of what we've done. Obviously, we've developed another way. When I started doing this, we did not have paramedics. So I was involved with the early training and development of the paramedic program.
Dr. Lilja is not stepping down in his position. He still enjoys teaching and has delivered talks to a number of national and local medical and EMS conferences. He has helped to train thousands of first responders, EMTs, paramedics, and nurses.
And it's indeed an honor to have this named after me, particularly because it's education. And I've always felt that education is key as to what I've done over the years, and it's key into training people for the future in terms of providing good health care for our citizens of Minnesota and for our country.
In Brooklyn Park, Neil Persley, CCX News.
I come here for the friendly atmosphere and the good food.
Brazil is roughly 4,600 miles away from Minnesota, but for anyone seeking the experience of a traditional Brazilian steakhouse, look no further than Maple Grove.
So we serve tableside steak, chicken, pork, and lamb. We have meat servers called gaucho chefs, and they serve tableside. We cut little by little at the table so you can try multiple varieties of meat.
That's the general concept of Grill Hall, a restaurant that opened in a strip mall off Highway 169 in August of 2019. And for $50, customers have access to more than a dozen meats cooked to the temperature of their choice, a massive salad bar, and a variety of other sides.
It's high quality meat that comes out. There's two other Brazilian steakhouses that I'm aware of. I think this is a better quality. It's cooked fresh. It's top notch.
This top-notch restaurant is something that owner Marcio Moraes wanted to bring to the area from his native Brazil.
Ever since I came here, I noticed that most of the Brazilian steakhouses is focused on the capitals and the big cities, and I decided to bring this to the suburbs.
Maple Grove is just the start, and he says more are on the way.
For them to have an opportunity to feel the experience, the Brazilian, southern Brazilian experience of all-you-can-eat steak.
But even with the quality meat selection, managers say when the restaurant first opened, things got off to a slow start.
Just because our location's pretty odd for what we're doing here, but we got a shout out to all of our regulars that have kept us in business here. We really thank them. We would not be around without them, especially after the COVID shutdown. We shut down for 3 months, you know.
Weathering the COVID storm is something every restaurant deals with as they grapple with limited capacity and reluctance of people to eat indoors. Luckily, they have a takeout option as well.
You get to choose between steak, chicken, pork, and lamb. We do 2 pounds. So you can do like a half pound of each, or you can do all steak, all chicken, whatever you want to do.
In addition to the meat, customers can make their own salad to take home for $39.95. So whether you're doing takeout or the full-blown dining experience, the advice is to come with an empty stomach.
Yes, please come here hungry because it's a lot of food, so it's going to be worth every penny.
In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.